Backcountry Hunters and Anglers was formed 10 years ago, and it was formed in Oregon. 7 backcountry visionaries led by #1 founder Mike Beagle of Shady Cove met and formed the organization. We now have membership in all 50 states, with 17 state chapters covering 97% of all federal public lands. BHA also has a thriving chapter in British Columbia. We are led by the steady hand of co-chair Ed Putnam. It's my honor to serve as state coordinator. We meet frequently to discuss conservation issues, and we attend countless land use and town hall meetings. Then we hit the road. Covering much of the 53% of Oregon that is federal public land. In all, the Oregon chapter has weighed in on over 16 million acres of public lands, advocating for better travel management in our forests and BLM lands, speaking out against illegal and abusive cross-country travel, offering balanced and collaborative solutions to protect these treasured public lands, waters, and wildlife for generations to come. At the invitation of Senator Wyden, we were invited to comment on the ONC timber legislation. We interviewed the OSU scientists in Corvallis advising Wyden. We mapped out our plans for backcountry conservation for the senator, which include riparian, wildlife, and old growth protections. In Northeast Oregon, we documented travel management needs in the Wallowa-Whitman National Forest and in the Umatilla National Forest. We discussed balanced solutions and established a dialogue with off-road users and the U.S. Forest Service. We found illegal and abusive cross-country travel. In Southeast Oregon, we examined travel management with the BLM, discussing common solutions to the endangered sage grouse. Sadly, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. We all have a right to use our public lands. None of us has a right to abuse them. We advocated for stronger language, banning the use of drones for scouting and hunting in Oregon. In the Lower Deschutes River Basin, we strongly support purchase of a 10,000-acre ranch to add to existing BLM lands. We did the same for the Crooked River Gorge and Cottonwood Canyon on the Lower John Day River. We maintain strong and productive ties with the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. And we maintain strong ties with elected leaders in Washington, D.C. The Heart Mountain National Antelope Refuge is thousands of miles from Washington, and it's where we put boots on the ground to remove junipers encroaching on sage habitat needed by the sage grouse and mule deer populations. We plan to return to Heart Mountain next June. Join us. We crossed Hell's Canyon into Idaho to help our Idaho chapter remove 17,000 feet of century-old barbed wire blocking elk migration routes. But we also left time for what we love, backcountry hunting and fishing. We develop strategic media partners in radio, TV, and print, where we have been published in over 15 of the state's top newspapers. In 2014, we sponsored 2 hunting film tour events at Ben's Volcanic Theater Pub, and we doubled our membership. We also left time to enjoy the outdoors, celebrating the 50th anniversary of 2 important laws, the Wilderness Act and the Land and Water Conservation Fund. We worked closely with Senators Wyden and Merkley to support legislation that would fully and permanently fund the Land and Water Conservation Fund. In its 50 years, over $300 million has been funded by LWCF, providing outdoor access to our public lands in Oregon. This fund helps fuel over 140,000 outdoor jobs in our state and generates $13 billion in consumer spending. We thank Senators Wyden and Merkley for the continued full support of LWCF. With sadness, we lost a great conservationist and dear friend in Tim Lilleboe. We reconnected with other great friends like former Executive Director and BHA member Jim Akinson. And our work continues. At the end of the day, we know our contribution will help preserve the great American heritage of backcountry hunting and fishing, so future generations can enjoy what we have enjoyed. Help spread the word about backcountry hunters and anglers. Join today.